in the UAE for the last 37 years. There's been a variety of jobs that I've done before coming into NASA, which was just about 26 months ago. It's been a great journey, it's been a crazy journey, it's been a roller coaster, but an unforgettable journey indeed. One day when I grow old, I'm going to write a memoir on it. The stupid things that people ask when they travel. Obviously, it's my entire life of the aviation, which I would say entire life, because 30 years is a long time, has been a great teacher. I've learned so many things, I've made so many mistakes, so when I took over the position as a general manager, I knew what to do of more and what to do of less. So yes, that has helped like crazy. When you go into any new job, obviously the expectations of the owners, the board of directors are over there. You speak with them and say, okay, give me a wish list. That's the way I actually begin, not only with the directors, but with also the staff. So when I saw the wish list and I looked at the resources that they had, they didn't gel. So either I had to get them to change the wish list or I had to get myself to change the staff. I chose the latter. When you join a company, again, you inherit the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you just want to improvise on everything per se, because at the end of the day, it's your neck on the line. And because I had to deliver, I would rather have had it my way. And yes, I made a whole lot of sweeping changes. People actually started me calling me the bitch with broom. They put the W instead of, they have put some other word instead of W, but never mind. I literally was known as the bitch with the broom because I'm not proud about it, but in the last 2 years, NASA has seen about 20 people exit the company, with 32 people join the company. Now, I don't know whether that's for the good or not, but the results are phenomenal. We take a long time to hire staff. We like to keep and retain staff, but the staff needs to know that changes are inevitable, and if you do not go on with the changes, you are going to be left behind, and I refuse to be left behind. So, yeah. I was telling someone this afternoon that, I'm wrongly named a feminist. I am not a feminist. But yes, I believe that women are great when multitasking is concerned. We can cry and laugh at the same time, we can cook and clean up the baby's pampers at the same time. And I just think we're very good at it. And we use both sides of our brains as opposed to one side of the brain. So, if a woman's doing a job that 2 men can do, why not? Let the party begin. I've had to face challenges being a woman, period. Not with a woman in secretary company on per se. It's a very interesting anecdote that I remember. When years and years ago, I had to take an appointment with a well-known personality, and I used the surname Mohd. The name is Maheen Mohd. I haven't changed it after I got married. So I picked up the phone and took an appointment with this very well-known gentleman, head of a bank. And his secretary, at the moment she heard that somebody from Emirates, Mrs. Mahmood from Emirates, wanted to meet the CEO of the bank, it was like absolutely no problems at all and things like that. And I went there dressed in my sari as usual. And the woman looks at me and she says, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Mrs. Mahmood." She says, "You can't be." I said, "What do you mean I can't be? Of course I am. This is my turn. This is proven." And she said, "But I thought you were going to be an Arab local. That's why I gave you an appointment." I was like, "What?" I still get mail addressed as Mr. Mohammed. And I enjoy it. I say, I wear the pants. Doesn't matter. In the form of a sorry. But yes, there have been challenges, but nothing that has been shocking. Nothing shocks me anymore. So it's great. People threaten to take you to the cops. People threaten to take you to DGCF. People threaten to do all sorts of things. It's fine. There are so many travel and tourist agencies in the country. When I started, there were about 100. Today, I believe there are 380 travel agencies in Dubai, Sharjah, and the Northern Emirates. I'm not even taking Abu Dhabi and Aden into consideration. What makes us stand out? I think our manpower, our dedication. We always underpromise and overdeliver. In my last 26 years at NASA, I've handled 2 complaint cases. So we must be doing something right. So yes, that makes us different because everybody in the organization, and it comes from top down, from my MD to right down, we all have a passion. And the passion is to make NASA the best choice for the Arab traveler. So yeah, we are living that passion. And I always tell my staff that the day you get up and you feel, oh God, another day, and do I have to really go to work? Call me up personally and say, I do not feel like coming into work. I promise them I will not come this way. But just come to work when you feel like getting into the best, others don't do it. I mean, not only in travel, in anything else. You cannot do anything half-heartedly. Can you imagine trying to cook dinner for your husband half-heartedly? So you're trying to make a biryani and you end up making khichdi instead? Doesn't work. I don't know what the benchmark is, but yes, because of the family name behind who the travel agency belongs to, we belong to a very, very old and prestigious family called Nasir Abdul Lutha. Now, obviously, because Mr. Luther had been one of the founding members of Granada, this place was a dream, this place was a passion for him. And because of his connections, because of the way he perceived passion, he obviously got his family into it. For example, the MD of our company is Alia Luther. Our creative director is Miss Arwa Luther. Our e-marketing director is Miss Amber Luther. So you've got 3 women there on the top. What more do you want? And the 3 Arab women. What we do for marketing is all these ladies are very, very tech savvy, unlike me. I mean, all that I know my computer is maybe Facebook if I'm feeling like it. But they're constantly on Instagram, they're constantly on Snapchat, something like that. And they're constantly updating our profiles on all the sort of social media. So our clientele reach that they have actually a platform made for us is very Arabic oriented. So, yes, we are catering to the Arabic market. But the more the merrier, we'd like to be there much more. There is a perception and misconception that we do not deal with Arab expats. We do because we've got a fabulous corporate base. And that corporate base makes about 70% of our business intake, whether it is for business travel or the business traveler is traveling with leisure in mind. So yes, we do have a lot of expats traveling. The Arab traveler, like I said, he has come to us because of the name. He feels comfortable. Like Dinata is a very comfortable name to deal with. People know Dinata means travel. Let's go there, they've got government travel and they market themselves to a certain niche, a certain segment of society. And that's exactly what we've done, but we've got a very mixed bag. It's not only the Arab, which is, the money is there, and yeah, we'd like to, they become very, very smart. A lot of people think that they can get away with murder. They can fleece the local traveler by telling them that this place is very, very nice, very exclusive, very expensive. Those days are gone. And I don't think anybody should do it. You should have some sort of conscience when you're dealing with your traveler. And we give the facts. If the place is good and not expensive, so be it. But the Arab traveler today does his homework. There is no way in the world you can fool him and say, pay us this mini fortune because we are sending you. He knows what he wants, he knows where he wants to go. He likes to deal with the human being because he feels that when he is there with his family especially, if there is any problem, there is somebody to fall back on. You can't speak to a machine in any which ways. So we've been very lucky that way. When people join a travel agency or they join any company, at an interview, I've normally been asked, or I would like to ask at an interview, where do I go from here? Where are my what progression can I make in the company? And it's very sad when people don't know how to answer that question or they don't know what to do for that. When I came in over here, it was like, I know ticketing, I know holidays, I know my GSA, I know this, but there was nobody saying I know it all. So what we actually did was we got into a program where we said, let all the corporate people come down and learn about holidays and vice versa. Let the holidays people go out and learn about sales. Number one, the criteria that they build up with each other is fabulous. Number two, they learn so much more about the product. Living or sitting in your glass house, you can never understand what's going on until you go out yourself. I mean, I love going and visiting my clients, and I do that very, very often. Because unless you're hands-on, you are relying on somebody else's judgment. And you need to be. So everybody in this office, we had a vacancy, 2 vacancies in our holidays department, and we gave it as an internal vacancy. And 2 people from the corporate have moved on. 1, for the love of learning something new. Number 2, there was an increase in the salary. And number 3, it's great for their own future. That when they go out, they can actually say, we are trained even holiday consultants. So if we're giving them a chance to grow, why not? I think I have the strategy which all the other millions of people have in Dubai or in the UAE or in the world, is to get the company into a more profitable stage. The directors would love to hear that. But yes, that is the strategy. To move forward is, one is to get the company to be a little more profitable and get the profit share to everybody, because we do have profit share in the company. Number 2 is to open new branches, because yes, we are looking at expansion. My aim is to open a branch in the DWC right now, because that's where the action for 2020 is going to be. We are building a tower at Sheikh Zayed Road right next to the H Hotel called the Dunya Towers. We will be having a flagship store there. It's supposed to be ready in 2016. But yes, I've already started working on that. I do also want to open an office in Sharjah and perhaps in Abu Dhabi if I can. So yes, the plans for expansion are there, but then like the same, inshallah, in this place. At the moment, I would rather consolidate on my home ground and then make everything my playground. Because what we have done, unlike the others, going and opening offices, the company has built alliances as partnerships with our DMCs, that's our destination management companies. For example, in Jordan, I deal very, very closely with a company called Zatara. Now, what Zatara does for me is when they've got people coming into Dubai, they promote my services. When they've got people going into Mauritius or they need something on Alitalia, they will promote me. And I've done that everywhere around. So though I'm not physically present out of the UAE, I'm still there. So it's a win-win situation. If I'm a guy who was an MBA and who came to me, with all due respect to an MBA, I'm an MBA myself, if a guy with an MBA degree with no experience came to me, and a guy who was barely past his high school came to me with 20 years of experience, it doesn't take my time to guess that. I'll take the other guy. I'll take the guy. Oh yes. Because like I said, hands-on is something, I can read anything in a book, but till I don't do it, it's like sewing. I can look at videos and say, okay, put the thread, put the needle, but till I don't see it being done, or if I'm not taught it being done, I will not be able to do it. So, yeah. No, I don't. No, I'm not even gonna beat around the bush with that one, because everybody does expect me to. Everybody says, come on, we're going into the 21st century. We're all already in the 21st century. Everybody has a booking engine. Why don't you do that? And I said, then what's the difference between you and me? Because I like to talk to my customers. You're my customer, and if I can't give you that feeling of a safety net being there, which you do require, and I say, go onto my website, please, click a few buttons, book your own holiday and go off. Why do I need a sales staff? Why do I need anybody around? What is going to differentiate me between them? So no, I would like to talk to my customers. I like to feel them. I like to upsell to them. I like to know how their holiday is. I like human beings. So yeah, till I'm in the human being business, more the travel agents. I've been very vocal about it, even in other interviews and in the other print media, But yes, the travel agency business in Dubai or in the UAE is a dog-eat-dog market. Everybody is trying to compete for that piece of pie. But they don't realize that Dubai is not what it was 20 years ago. It's grown. The pie has grown. So for God's sakes, would you sit down over there and look at your vision differently? Stop having those blinkers on, remove it and see, because there are opportunities for everybody. Be a little innovative. I think there is no innovation at all. You need a package, you need a holiday. You come to me and you just say, I've got 2 kids and I'm 2 adults, my kids are 6 years old and 9 years old. My first thing will be, why don't you go to Disneyland? I won't even ask you, agents won't even ask you, excuse me, but where would you really like to go? How many hours flying down? The normal questions. There is no innovation. You go to the next travel agency, he's going to say the same thing. Why don't you go to Disneyland? Let's get rid of the kids, shall we? It doesn't work that way. Maybe the kids love underwater, activities, or maybe the kids are adventurous and want to go climb a mountain. You never know. Being innovative, it's not a one-size-fits-all. And that irritates me. It's that, come on guys, stop taking our flowers and pushing it down people's necks. There are so many places in the world that are undiscovered and can be sold, but unfortunately it becomes a little too tedious for most of them, so they don't do it. But yes, we are GSAs for Mauritius and for Alitalia. In Mauritius, we've got a code share with Emirates. We have 2 380 flights per day, the Airbus 380, and we've got a capacity on both the flights of a certain number of seats that we need to fill up. Fabulous destination, which again requires a lot of selling, because perception of people is that it's a very expensive destination, but it's not. It's great value for money. It is not too far from this country. It's 6 hours away by aircraft. It's got tremendous greenery and you can actually go there and forget that you're in this planet. Fabulous destination. It's got not only the honeymoon for the honeymooners, but it's got things for children, the Casella Park, and it's got great loads of things to do. Alitalia recently moved its operations from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. They are now flying out of Abu Dhabi, but we are the GSAs for Dubai, and yes, we sell them. We're planning to get some more GSAs, if that's the question. We're working on it, and if not by the ATM, maybe a little earlier we will announce what we are doing, but yes, there are plans to expand over there. So yeah, we're happy with what we have at this moment. Experience Holidays is a brand. It's like, with Emirates, they have Emirates Holidays, and with all of them, I think they have another holiday brand or whatever. Experience was not a DMC till about 7 months ago. A DMC is a destination management company which lets tourists come in, which the Dubai government allows you then to do tours and things like that. So we've just got our license 7 months ago, and yes, we're working on it. Right now what we're doing is working with a lot of hotels, and we work with third-party suppliers, because we don't have our vehicles, we don't have our vans, we don't have camps and things like that, but we're building it up, because we know that come 2016, 2017, as we near 2020, the demand is going to grow. So we want to be right and ready when the demand is there. So we've just started that, but no, it's in the infancy stages. That's not my mainstay for an income, but Experience Holidays definitely is. Oh, they change every year. This season is still the Far East, is the flavor of the month. I'm actually scared of the summer right now, because summer used to be our gold mine that we used to dig into, but for 2 reasons. Number one is Ramzan is again bang in the middle of summer, and number two, a lot of people have gone to Australia and taken an extended holiday. So now when they come back, it's going to be a challenge for us again to send them on a holiday in summer. Also, we've got a whole lot of people, I don't know how much you're aware of the cherry blossom season in Japan. That lasts for a week in April. And the amount of people that have gone to see the cherry blossom this year, I mean, it was like, what in the world is happening? Is there going to be no cherry blossom for next year? So it's been, the holiday season has been quite erratic so far, and I hope this continues till late. But the Far East is the best seller, obviously, for the expat population. For the local population, we are talking about, again, Europe being the favorite, where they go to Germany, the Black Forest area, they all love that. It's beautiful. London, they have their homes in. They go into the USA, obviously, for their Disney parks and Disneylands and things. But a great favorite this year, fortunately, has become the cruise. The cruise has really picked up in a big way, and I am a great advocate for cruises. Because in my own experience, it's crazy if you're traveling with 2 kids and maid maybe, and your sister-in-law or your brother-in-law and a family of 10 people, pack your bags, unpack in the next city, and keep doing that for the 14, 15 days that you're there. Instead, go on this cruise, you dock in the morning, you have a look at the place. I think it's great. It's really great. And we're selling cruises very, very well. The Royal Caribbean, the celebrity cruises, of course. We are not taking part in the ATM per se. We don't have a stall, but we would be at the Mauritius counter or the Alitalia counter with our principals if we are asked. Last year we were there with the Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority people, and I think we will be there even this year. No announcements will be made unless and until I get the GSA signed before that. So I'm crossing my fingers, and yes, we will then obviously make a song and dance about it. But we will be there at the ATM to meet all our suppliers, to see if we can get any more suppliers on board, because my next step is to start a representation division. There are so many people who want to come and sell in this market, and there are a whole load of representation houses, but I think the professionalism lacks over there a bit. So I'm now there to bridge that gap. Yes, we won, and I can't say it's an award, but not one, we got our ISO 9000 a month certification just in November, which I think is a great thing. It took us 7 long months to get it. Don't ask me the amount of papers that they ask for, and everything has to be done in a certain procedure now, which they come and check. So yes, we're very, very proud of that. We also were placed number 14 in the list of GCC travel agents, which has been an achievement. We have started an in-house initiative to encourage and incentivize and motivate our staff. The top grosser of every quarter is given a certificate and a cash prize, and they're all over the social media, and they can get into the other magazines and things like that. But yes, we do have very, very ambitious plans, and I don't know that awards mean so much to us more than client appreciation. I'd rather have that letter from a client saying, "Job well done, I love my holiday, I'm going back with you." That's my greatest appreciation. Long hours, it's not easy. Long hours, a lot of tears, a lot of sweat. You're going to miss out on some of the most important events in your life, i.e. your child's parent-teacher's day, the sports day, your husband's birthday, even your wedding anniversary. Because when you're doing mice and when you're doing groups and things like that, you need to travel at the drop of a hat. So, but it's worth it at the end of the day. I mean, I am a living proof. And so are so many others. We've got some very, very well-known women in the industry who are in the travel industry. And I'm sure they've sweated as hard as I have. So hats off to them, ladies, and keep going. That's what I really want to say. Thank you so much, and I love the concept of this book that you've come up of, the Travel Web Coffee Table book. I think it's a fabulous concept, and yeah, I'm looking forward to being in it, so I can be on everybody's coffee table on their items. Okay.